can do, you can take guided hikes, you can take a boat ride, do it also through a helicopter ride. There's a variety there to do, but the actual park itself is stunning, that lush forest element of it. Of course, stargazing is definitely a must to do. I guess the combination of the high altitude, the clear air, and the absence of light makes it ideal to take a tour. And like I said, the swimming with manta rays is a definite must as well, as is to visit the black and green beaches.
Do you get close enough to the lava to cook your lunch on it?
You get close enough. You wouldn't want to go any closer.
Okay.
This is Seklo Sounds, and you can listen to us by clicking Listen Live on our homepage at seklosounds.org for a choice of players. Via TuneIn Radio at www.tunein.com, search for Seklo Sounds and listen online or download the TuneIn app. You can download the Seklo Sounds iPhone app from the iTunes App Store, and you can listen to us on demand at our replay page.
This is Seklo Sounds. Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for 1 hour in the company of Harry and Edna on the wires, exploring all aspects of the vintage scene and playing tip-top gramophone tunes. Harry and Edna on the wireless, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on seklosounds.org. Jolly good.
Sound the big thing now.
Hi, blessings to each and every one of you. Join me, Darren Hoy, with the Reggae Takeover Show for 2 hours of the finest reggae vibes, each and every Wednesday, 9 through to 11 p.m, here on Seklo Sounds. Don't miss out on your weekly Sunshine Fix, featuring roots, rude boy, dub, lovers rock, ska, one drop, and much, much more. So go on, give your sound system a treat. Join me, wind down low, and skank your night away. One love. That's Wednesdays, 9 through to 11 p.m, live on Seklo Sounds.
It's a top, my selector.
You're listening to the John Guinn Travel Show on seklosounds.org. You're listening to the John Guinn Travel Show on seclosounds.org. If you just joined us, you may have guessed from the music we're talking about Hawaii this week. We've talked about Honolulu and the Big Island, how to get to Hawaii, and what the sort of accommodation there is to stay at. But there still are plenty more islands to talk about, and we're going to start talking about these other islands, and we're going to find out what there is to see and do there, and also find out more about the islands as in general, such as car hire, and we find out where Hawaiian shirts really come from. But first, what do the other islands in Hawaii have to offer the tourist?
Let's start off with Kauai. Kauai, like I've said, is the oldest island, so it's very lush, very green. It's actually really popular with honeymooners, and a must to do there is the Nepali coast, which was actually the backdrop for the film The Descendants. Very, very famous image. So you can hike that, take a tour on that. It actually is home to the only navigable rivers as well. So in terms of kayaking and things, you're able to do that. But like I've said, the thing about Kauai that captures quite a lot is honeymooners and that lush green hiking, walking, just taking in that environment, that lush green environment, and valleys and waterfalls and things. Maui, for me, probably is like an old town romance. So it has the beaches, you've got the road to Hana. It also has, which is an absolute must, hike up very early in the morning to volcano Haleakea, which if you do it sort of 5:30 in the morning and see the sun rise, it's an absolute must. It's beautiful and worth getting up that early in the morning. The island itself is great if you wanted to go and visit and maybe do a day trip to Kauai, to Lanai or Molokai as well. So those three islands, like I touched on, all the other islands you'd need to travel by plane. But these islands, you can actually island hop through ferry. And if you were going to Lanai for the day, for example, it's only 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. And the three islands, that if you get towards the three islands, it's very, very famous for whale watching, which are the humpback whales that come from Alaska. So that's definitely a must. And I mean, I was out there in August and I went to Lanai, and the number of dolphins I saw, not alone whales, was incredible. And it's got a really nice old town romance. So again, a must on Maui is to visit Lahaina as well, which is the old whaling town. Each island is very, very unique and has something different to offer. So I definitely encourage people to go out and explore and visit each of the islands and, make your own memories.
I'm jealous of you and seeing all those dolphins now.
Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Very, very stunning. And like I said, that was just, I wasn't even looking, I was just walking along the beach. So, yeah, very beautiful.
Right, another reason to go.
Absolutely.
You said about people doing multi-centre and how easy it is to get around the islands, between the islands by air. But what's it like once you're on the island? How easy is it to get around?
What I would say about the islands is travelling around Oahu in particular is very, very straightforward. You've got bus tours, you've got shuttles, taxis and stuff like that. But when you're going further out, unless you've booked an excursion, the best way to go around is by car. Also the other islands, I would recommend renting a car, and that's probably the best way to go around these islands, because the other islands themselves don't as such have a public transport system. Mm-hmm. And you find that car hiring is very, very easy in Hawaii overall, and there are plenty of car rental companies. So whether you book in advance or you book on the day, the only thing I would say with visiting the other islands outside Oahu is that if you do go during sort of peak periods, such as August, for example, because Hawaii is very popular with North America, the Japanese market, it can get busy, so maybe there you need to be booking in advance. But overall, it's very straightforward to rent a car.
On a lighter note, Hawaiian shirts, do they really come from Hawaii?
They do. So locally, they're known as aloha shirts. Mm-hmm. And they do indeed come from Hawaii.
Yeah, I've got a pink one, which my wife hates.
Oh, you'll just have to go to Hawaii. You'll be spoilt for choice at the number of shirts, and it's very popular to be wearing a Hawaii shirt when you're out there.
I did it when I was business networking. Everybody else was in a suit, and I was in a pink shirt, so I stood out a bit.
And why not? Spread the aloha spirit.
Yeah. They remembered me, but I could never remember them, so it didn't really work. Never mind. So as a destination, is it easy to do it yourself, or would you suggest using a travel agent or tour operator?
You can book as an independent traveller, but given the distance, we actually find a lot of people will book through a tour operator, or certainly parts of the package through a tour operator. And in the UK, there are so many operators offering packages to suit all budgets that I would say it's what works best for you. But certainly we found in the UK that most will go through a tour operator. But there is nothing stopping you from booking it independently, booking the airlines, going to the hoteliers directly, and then booking your excursions when you're there as well.
Okay. If somebody was to contact your office and they want to know what to do with a honeymoon, what would you suggest?
I'd say each of the 6 islands that I've discussed do offer romance, whether it is visiting the beaches in Kauai and swimming, snorkeling, maybe sunbathing, together on those beaches, whether it's sampling the cuisine on Oahu, whether it's waking up really early, keep each other warm as you witness the breathtaking sunrise from 2,968 metres, which is the sunrise on Haleakala on Maui, or whether you go to Lanai and take a short hike up what is called Sweetheart Rock. Alternatively, you could you could stroll along the secluded beaches of Molokai, which actually is 5 kilometres of white sand, and it's Hawaii's largest beach altogether. Or finally, why not take a sunset cruise on Hawaii Big Island and watch the sunset along the coast of Kona on Hawaii Big Island? So each of those islands have something romantic to offer.
Did you say Sweetheart Rock?
Yes, I did.
Did they do a cab? Because I can't be bothered to walk.
You can get a taxi, but come on, a short hike, holding your loved one's hand, much better.
What if a nature lover came to you? What would you suggest?
I would say that, again, all of the islands offer, that adventure, excitement, whether you're doing scuba diving, I've mentioned swimming with manta rays, or taking, kayaking along the rivers as well, or even taking the hike on Hawaii Big Island as well. There's actually something, each of those islands has something unique, from zip lining, like I touched on, kayaking, hiking. It has something to offer, and because Hawaii has kept its natural beauty, so it's all around you. You don't need to go to one secluded spot. You could go across the island and you will see that natural beauty that they've offered, that each of the islands has to offer.